the daily struggle. I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. I've crossed the border from Israel into the Kingdom of Jordan to visit the ancient city of Petra. This was my first time visiting Jordan, and it was a very, very unique country. It was very interesting. Like, for instance, the name. I really like Jordan Sparks also. I just never would have thought to name my country after her. I mean, yes, she is an excellent singer. She won American Idol, so of course she has to be good, right? I mean, look at all the winners. They're all excellent. And her songs do provide very important commentary for some very controversial social issues we're facing these days. Yeah, Jordan Sparks asks the tough questions that need to be asked. How can I breathe with no air? Oh my god. But that said, I still don't know if I would have named a country after her. But if someone was gonna hold a gun up to my head and be like, yo, name this country after Jordan Sparks, I probably wouldn't have chosen a country in the Middle East. I probably would have opted instead for a small archipelago in the South Pacific. I think that's more fitting. But that's just me. I'm not judging. Whatever. Now, interestingly enough, the full name is the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Hashemite. I don't know what that word means, and I'd be lying if I told you I cared. But what I do know is when I hear the word Hashemite, I do think of my favorite word in the entire English language, which is Vegemite. A delicious, delicious yeast extract. Whenever I think of Vegemite, I just want to spread it all over a hot Australian and lick the salty goodness off. So when we crossed the border from Israel into Jordan, Petra is still about 2 hours away. So we had to hire a driver. So we hired some guy named Walid Mohammed to drive us for the 2 hours. And if you're watching this, thanks Walid Mohammed. Thanks for the ride. It was really great. I'm sure you are spending your free time watching my web show. You're a doll. Thank you. Thank you. So when Walid Mohammed dropped us off at the entrance to Petra, I quickly realized that I was not dressed for the occasion. It was cold and rainy, and I was wearing shorts and a polo shirt, and it was freezing out. Jordan is a Muslim country, and I always thought that all Muslims lived in the desert. So I was totally unprepared for this trip to the frigid mountains. But you live, you learn. I had erect nipples all day. What can you do? To get into Petra, you actually have to walk down this 2-kilometer long narrow passageway through the mountains. It's very long and narrow. And if I was a pervert, I would tell you that it was like walking into a giant vagina made of rock. But I'm not, so I won't. You're walking down this narrow passageway, and at the end it just sort of opens up and emerges, and there is the treasury of Petra, this beautiful, beautiful building carved into the side of a rock. You may recognize it from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Side note, Harrison Ford is hot. He's old, but he's still hot. Just saying. So Petra is very enormous, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous with all of these temples and tombs that are carved in the side of the rocks. I can see why it is a very popular tourist attraction, and it really was full of tourists. That place was packed with people. Unfortunately, some of the tourists were wearing some not so pretty outfits. Check out the camel toe on this one. Get it? It was actually the toe of a camel. I'm hilarious. So after hiking around Petra and climbing the mountains and seeing all of the beautiful things, I really, really fell in love with the city. It was wonderful. And I sort of actually can see myself there long term now. I'm thinking maybe settling down. So what I did was I got in touch with a real estate agent in Petra and had her show me some of the houses that are on the market there. Welcome back to House Hunters International. We are here with Hale as he chooses a new home in the ancient city of Petra. Will he choose the condo in the heart of downtown Petra? It's only steps away from the nightlife, shopping, and museums. But it's at the high end of Hale's budget, and all that camel traffic can get quite noisy. Or will he choose the villa on the outskirts of Petra? It's very spacious and has an in-ground swimming pool. But the commute to the city center does not appeal to Hale. Or will he choose the cave? Literally just a hole in a rock. It's quite cozy and does not have much natural lighting, but the price is quite reasonable. Which home will Hale choose? Find out when we return to House Hunters International. So I ended up choosing the cave. I know it's dark and small and has bats, but okay, bats make nice pets. And it's dark and small thing. That's nothing that a quick trip to IKEA can't fix, right? Just put a throw rug down, like a Swedish lamp over here. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, I'm so excited about my new apartment in Petra. I'm Hale, and this has been my daily struggle.